Hey guys, how are you? Good, 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 good. Today is day 3, honey. I had started working on this and had to stop recording. Um, I got a solution to my wrist problem. Yay! I cut up a pool noodle and put it on my desk and on the laptop, on the edge of that laptop, and now I don't have that problem anymore. Yay! Yes, 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 yes. So got that out of the way, so now I can work. I probably need to add a little more light at the end of my tunnel. We'll see. Let me see. Let me see if I just add this. That's good enough for me. I hope it's good enough for y'all. So I don't really feel like trying to plug this light in. All right. So for today, we are making an automatic desk organizer. This is for day 4 of me doing this, but day 3 of the project, because I told you they wouldn't be consecutive. I'm so glad that I started doing this in public and learning in public, because I got some amazing feedback from someone. They told me I'm learning pretty fast, so I can pick up the pace and get this thing going. So I am all ready. Oh, shoot. But I'm not going to get up right now. I'll put y'all on pause in a minute. I'm drinking my Isopure protein. It's got 15 proteins in it. I'm trying to get in 75 to 100 proteins a day because I'm trying to lose weight before August, because I'm going to be a double nickel. I am. Yes, baby, I am. so, trying to do that. What else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing telling y'all something. I don't know. Let's get started because we don't want this to take all day. This is at medium difficulty. All the tools are free. Again, we're doing Collab, which is the most beautiful sandbox. They need to be paying me a little money. Keep saying that. Guys, if you don't mind, like, I know this is a boring series for the people who are not in tech or not trying to learn how to use Python. But if I have no watch time, I didn't realize I had been off the internet for such a while, and I have literally have no watch time. So if y'all don't mind being kind, and while you're vacuuming your floor or in the shower, cut me on, and you cut me all the way down if you want to hear my voice. I appreciate it. I need the watch time. One other thing, the senior moment, it kicked in because I don't remember what the one other thing was. What was it? Shaw, I say Shaw. I don't remember. It was another thing, but I forgot. So we're going to start. Make sure you name your project. And I'll go back to the top of this project. And here we used text. I want to delete the cell, but okay, there we go. So I use this text to tell you what this is my markdown text. So I had markdown text here that I use, and you shift enter as always to make it nice and clean and pretty. And then here I had more text, okay, so we can know that this is going to help generate realistic files, because we're going to be sorting them into a couple of little organizational patterns. Every time I start yawning. I be having a long day though, for real. I know we all got them, but hell, I was tired. All right, so the next thing I am going to do, of course, you guys know me, I always need a what screenshot. How you guys feel about the drama that's going on about that SpinNet record? Here's the thing to me. We've been through this before, right, guys? Us older people been through this before, because we had the honor of going through the NWA phase, the Uncle Luke phase. So all of that led up to this. And guess what? Her art is not for everybody, nor is everybody else's art. She is a beautiful girl, and she's going to spin that. Okay. But the funny thing is, I don't really like the song when I first heard it. It's so damn catchy that it's been in my head today. I need some money so I can spend that. I don't need no scammers. I can't stand no scammers. That's so far away. So, yeah. All right. So what I'm supposed to be doing next, besides talking about other people's business that ain't got nothing to do with me? moving on. I'm moving on. I know you wonder what I'm doing. I'll put that in my project so I can go ahead and move on. All right. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to create these 25 files before we start. So I'm going to use code for these files. Now, I'm taking credit for creating these files because I created the concept of the training. However, my beautiful, beautiful friend ChatGPT, or maybe it was Gemini, or maybe it was Claude, none of them paying me, but I'm paying a couple of them, so I'm just going to name them all. One of these helped write it, and I was able to look at the code and be like, yeah, I don't like that. And that felt good. That let me know that I'm accomplishing what I came to do, baby. I came so I can look at this stuff and kind of get to where we want to be. Like right here, we need to add a code file, right? And then, so all this code is pre-written, all of this. And I will speed this up at 1.5 the time, so you don't have to hear me. But see here, it's like title, simulate messy desktop, and it has the markdown for it. And then it has all of these false names for files that's going to be all over my thing. And you know what? Even though it wrote it for me, I can still add another one in. I can go enter, and then remember, if we want to see it printed or see it done, we have to put it inside quotations. Spin that, underscore that. All right, and then the next one will be. You see what I did on spin that? I didn't end the quotations. So, and then I got double quotations here. My YouTube underscore, because you just can't name it out. You have to put the underscore to keep it together. All right, so now we got all of that. Oh, I didn't say what type of spin that is going to be a PDF. So put dot .pdf, and my YouTube friends is going to be a .docx. All right, so now that I've got all the files on there, and I added 2, so I got to say on here, create all 27 files. Yeah, I had to look in the air and remember what the count was. All right, and then what do? Shift enter. Okay, so if you look right here, the wheels on the bus are going round and round. So it's generating that code for me. It's generating my little messy desktop for us to play with. I'm so excited about this. Like, really. I know, I be using all this stuff in the wrong context. I don't have no youthful young people around me. Teach me when to stop. It's still making that. I'll pause you for a second, and then I'll come back. Okay, guys, we're back. We're back, and we're going to need another code. And we'll just put it on in because it's already pre-written. What I really am into now is vibe coding, because I was going to pay like a lot of money for an app, and now I am like, I'm killing it, right? Let me see. Shift enter. So we got that in there, and I probably need to change it because I want you guys to see here, it's telling me to reset the instructions for that spin that and the YouTube friends doc, because it's not in the instructions, and that's fine. I'm not gonna go back and reset the instructions. We'll see what happens. If it really messes it up, then we'll go reset it. Okay, so now that I put that code in, I put in an OS lister in there so it can list every one of the messy files and then sort it as we run it. And so right now, what we see is I charge this computer. Okay, we're back. All right, so I'm gonna have to put you on pause again because I did make a mistake. I'll put y'all on pause because I'm not gonna re-record this. Okay, guys, I am back. I am sorry. I had to put a little pause in there because I don't know what I was hoping to see, right? But I forgot. I'm doing code, so I was expecting something visually to happen instead of something that would happen in my code. So let me show you what happened, and I can actually re-simulate it. All right, so what happened? What had happened was, all right, remember I put in the 2 text files, and then I had put in this file with all of these realistic business files. Now, this would be all of the code, right? And they weren't in any type of real order until the end here, where it gave me all of the files before organizing them, which gave me the files in alphabetical order. Remember, my goal is to get it to sort it into different folders so I can, get to it the way that I need to get to it and be better for me to kind of see and, do. But for some reason, in my sweet little brain, I wanted to actually see folders pop up. I'm a neurodivergent baby. I wanted to see the folders pop up. I wanted to see the folders just scattered all over the place. Like, I wanted a whole AI simulation. And guess what? This is what it's not. This is the back end. This is the code. This is not the UX. What we're seeing is not beautified. It's what happens behind the scenes. Okay, so now what we're going to do is run the organizational code. So I'm going to put another code box, another thing of codes. And this is interesting. And you can say what type of files you have, or you can give Claude or Gemini. And I say everybody's saying Claude because Claude is bomb.com. But, however, it is not cheap to play with. So when I use my Claude stuff, I try to use it and make good use of my tokens, because Claude can get expensive on the token side, or you will be feeling left like, what am I paying for? I only got to do so much, and then I ain't got our tokens. Where when you're working into the other things, you don't really realize that you've spent your tokens. And Claude is really the person that be like, here was your budget, and let me show you how you spent it. Okay, so here's the new code that I'm putting in, and here's what it did. So we're using a thing called import shutil or shutil. And what I've given it a dictionary. I got PDF files, I got spreadsheets, I got CSV spreadsheets, I got images of 2 types, I got docs, and I want all of this sorted out. So, of course, we're going to shift enter. I think I got one more code I got to put in under there for it to do its job. But that is all. Yeah, I do. I have part those. So we're told it what all we got. Now we got to tell it what to do with it. Because we had like the pricing tiers. We had a lot of stuff in there. So we can put this next piece of code in there. And with this, I'm telling it how I want it to organize those folders. Okay, I want you to skip directories. I want you to get extension files, leave them in lowercase. You got to be detailed. But for me, I just got to know what I'm looking for and why I didn't get the result that I was looking for. So now it says the organization of the files is complete. Okay, it's complete, but we ain't see what happened. Well, we're getting there, my friend. So we actually put that code in. It told us that, the files were complete and organized. So now it's time to put in a third code. And remember, these codes come in one stream. Because we're in Colab, we get the honor of visually seeing the sets of codes and how they're working. But on the actual, I might have to pull up Python so you can see what I mean. So now we're asking for a request. And it is going to give me the before and the after. So I'm going to take a quick thing here. And then let's look at the after. Oh, shooky now. So on our desktop, what we would have is we got 7 documents. We got JPEG. We got 3 presentations. We got 5 reports, and then we got 5 spreadsheets. It organized them and kept, so you don't have to go and be like, I know it was a spreadsheet. Or maybe you want to say, I want all the documents for the Allure file together. You want to organize. For me, that's what it would be doing. It would be like, okay, so these are for the Allure file. This is for the Tamer file. This is for the iPhone file. Let's organize those and keep it together. Because maybe I got it all in one folder. Because I will create the one folder for the file, but then everything is everywhere. You're like, damn, dog, I got to go through and look for the pictures and the PDFs. And this organizes it for you. Yesterday, after I finished, I went to a pool, took me a good little swim, and exercised a little bit in the pool. And then I came home and really just enjoyed some rest. I normally do some things for some other stuff in the evening that I'm working on, like prepping my files and stuff for it. But I didn't have to do that. And I was so elated that I could just take that time, go to the pool, sit. I was going to take my computer with me and work. And I was like, nope, I'm getting in the pool. I'm going to enjoy my day. I'm not going to work. I'm not tired of working. All right. So the next thing we want to do is go ahead and get those put together into a GitHub file. And that's really simple to do that. But before that, we want to do a markdown of what's happening because our repo needs a README. So I'm going to go back here. At the bottom here, I'm going to put a text file. And remember, it just makes it pretty. It changes all of our words and stuff into HTML. I'm going to shift enter so you can have a nice looking, because look how the definitions look when we put it in. So let's say you're on your Word document and you typed it like this, right? Nice and pretty. On the back end of it, this is what it looks like. It looks like code. All right. And then after I do that code file, what do I want to do next? I did the markdown. I think I want to do one more text cell. I'm sorry, the song is catchy. I don't believe in a philosophy, but you know, y'all say what you want. Y'all get out with y'all friends and y'all be twerking. You get home with your wife, you twerk a little bit. You show her that you ain't lost. You know what I mean? So I swear there's only protein in here. I need another bottle. I got a little bit more in this one. I'm trying. Like I said, I'm about to turn double nickel, and I'm trying to get 75 grams of protein in the day to support my new workouts. All right, let's see what we're doing next. Because we're almost done, guys. We're getting better at getting these done. Okay, let's make sure that I've got, let me look at my markdown a little bit. You know what? Let me see what I built. Oh, this looks a little cramped to me. Let me see if I can put an extra line in here. And let's see if I can put an extra line there. Yes, that's how I want it to look. All right. Because at first they were all on one line, and I didn't like that. It didn't look good to me. Okay, and now I am going to save a copy of this file in my repo, and I am going to make a drop down in the repository and add this folder to organize it, and then I'm going to commit. So we are going to push this over to our repo, and then we're going to create a badge, and we're going to create a README. All right, so do I want to make it in my repo? Or do I want to save it in my GitHub? Okay, I think I want to do this in the actual, so we're going to file, save as a copy into GitHub. We're going to give it permission to go there. We got it in main. We got the name. It's going to give me, oh, it opened it up. I must already have it open on something else. So it opened it up. And if you see here, my organizer has this nice little badge. So if I gave somebody this file, they would hit that badge and it would take them to the website to kind of see what we have going on. So you can read like the files for it. It's just a way to save your code and be able to share it with someone else. And I got my commit message so I can save it. Wait a minute. I'm doing too much. There we go. And for some reason that's over there. So I got main, I got day 3. Okay. File actions. We should be good here. Yeah, everything's good there. And then let me look at the code. All of the code is there. So we're looking pretty good. At least in my eyes. Remember, it's the blind leading the blind. But we're almost done. This one's quick. All right, so we got our collab badge, we got our README file. Oh, that's what we don't have. We don't have the markdown for our README file, so I am going to give the visitor something to look at. That's what a README file is. Guess what? I used to read README files all the time when I got software, but now I hardly ever look at them. Probably should, because it gives you valuable information. So we're going to go to our Python portfolio. We're going to add a README. I'm just going to name it README 3. All right, I had, you only get so much time with the recording thing I'm using. All right, so on Colab, we got that. We're going to commit. Oh, I meant to, let me cancel that commit change because I want to say day 3 README. Now I can commit. All right, so you'll see that the day 3 README file is there. And I think that's all, guys. Let's make sure I got everything I needed. Oh no, I forgot to add the summary. So let me take a real quick screenshot of my README. In my README, my day 3 README, it should have a badge. If it doesn't, we'll figure it out later. All right, get this going. Put that day 3 README in here. And then I needed a summary of my file organizer. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is go back to my database, and I'm going to make a summary of my file organizer. Right, so I am going to need a code cell. I add code in here. Let me look at the code. It's got the summary. It's got how I want it divided up. Okay, great. My F strings are there. Look at these F strings. Yeah, I think I know something. I think I might be a little bit of somebody. Let me see what happens when I run it, because I feel like I'm missing something. Let's see. Okay, but let's find out the hard way. Shift Enter. Oh no, it's there. So it tells us exactly what we have. It's just a summary. It's not going to tell you the name, because here in my code, hold on, I went too far up. Here in the code, I didn't tell it to give us names of anything. What I told it to do, give me 1 second, I'm gonna find it for you. In the count bar, I told it to give us the hashtag. I was always call it a number sign, but let's say if I wanted to give me ands, and then I push Shift Enter. You see how that changed to ands? We don't want ands, that looks ugly. But I just wanted you to see how we're gonna take that back and make it hashtags again. And then Shift Enter. I didn't have to go in and change those things one by one. Amazing, amazing. Not sexy, not sexy. This is not a sexy project. I swear to God, these would be some boring videos, but they are helping me stay accountable and learn so much. Like, now my clients won't be talking all around me, because it's nothing like people talking all above your damn head when they know they can too. And I'm not tech. All right. I think I have done everything except for resave this, because you want to resave it. And the good thing about, we've already saved it. So it's just going to, we can save a copy of it to our regular drive, which is always good to do if you're going to be keeping something. You normally wouldn't be working in this anyway, but where we work is in our repo. And we can say, okay, and it'll say it's already there. It's creating the copy, and we're going to get a message. It's working. And now all of that update is there. See, even this is on here. Okay, and guess what, guys? Surprise, my friends. We are what? Done. We're done. So again, let me see what task I need to complete, but I can do that on my own. Thank you again for coming and sharing your day with me. Talk to you later. Bye. Spin that. Spin that. Oh, I hate that song is in my head. All right, bye.